After I made a video yesterday showing how we sell thousands of dollars every month in remotes on eBay to make a profit, people asked, what else can you sell if you don't do remotes? And I wanted to show you what some of my clients and myself sell on eBay to make a profit, including these Nike Jordan shoes, these Yeezy Boost shoes, these vintage style postcards, and these collectible sports cards. In addition to all of those great items, you can also sell clothing, which tons of sellers do to make a full-time living on eBay each and every month. With that said, let's jump into the full video and I'll show you all of the great items and how we buy them, sell them, and make money on eBay each and every month. Hey, welcome into the channel, Rockstars. Thanks for joining me here on Wednesday, September 11th, 2024. It is 9/11. So for my American friends and anybody who may have lost anybody on that day, it is a solemn day here in this country. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video and spending a little bit of time with me on this September 11th. So that's right. After I made my video yesterday showing how we sell all of those remote controls, which is my niche on eBay and what we sell the most of, but we do sell a lot of other stuff. A ton of you guys had great comments asking if you don't sell remotes or you don't want to sell remotes or you don't know where to get them, what else can you sell? So I decided to show you guys some of what my clients are selling and a lot of my other inventory. So let's just jump right into it. There's tons of great stuff you can get all over the place. I cover this on my channel, cover this in the videos, but let's take a look at it in real time. So first question I got was about the storage for the remotes, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. Before I do that, do you guys see the lighting I have here in the garage? It's terrible, but look, this is what my garage lighting looks like under normal circumstances. And I have this great clip-on light. See how it brightens everything up? If you guys want this, I'll link it down below if you're on social media or TikTok. It's literally like this, and you just clip it onto your tripod or onto your phone. See how it looks, the difference? And then when you clip it onto the phone, looks great. I'll link it below for you guys. So the storage on the remotes is super easy. The bins are just labeled with like an H, and then everything inside, I've covered this on my channel, but I'll show it for all my new viewers, have a number like H88, right? Perfect. So when we sell H88, we come in here, we have a quantity of 2 of them. So we sell one, we take one. If someone bought both, we take both, and they go in there. So that's pretty easy. That's the answer to that question for storage on the remote controls. So what else do we sell? Well, shoes are a really great commodity. A lot of people buy and sell shoes, especially if they're like these Nike, shoes, these trainers, these basketball, these running, all different types of shoes that are Nike. They tend to do really, really well. Some people niche in them. Hoka is another brand. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Hoka. Let me show you the box. And I'll show you the shoes right here. They're super popular right now. They're super pricey. They're expensive shoes, actually. So shoes are one thing that you can find at garage sales, estate sales, yard sales, thrift stores, everywhere that you shop, you can find shoes. In fact, a lot of my clients have hundreds of pairs of shoes that are listed for sale. So that's one thing you guys can find. 2 things that we do that are also pretty easy to find at almost every type of sale that you'll come across. One is postcards. Vintage postcards are not going to get you rich unless you know what you're looking for, but you can sell them consistently and you can get them for dirt cheap. We have thousands of postcards and the average selling price is only $5, but the shipping on it's only 67 cents and the fees are usually pennies as well. Usually about $1 to $1.25 is your out of pocket. If you buy them cheap for like a quarter a piece and you're only $1.50 in and you're selling them for $5, you're making $3.50. It doesn't sound like a lot, but you can list hundreds of them in no time at all. So it's just kind of something extra to add to your store if you have the ability to come across these. Now, another thing that's super hot right now, it's been hot since the pandemic, it's been hot in the years since, 2-3 years since, is sports cards, trading cards, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all those type of cards got super hot when people were stuck at home. And now people are selling collections of cards for thousands and thousands of dollars. They're selling individuals. And if you could pick them up at yard sales or thrift stores or off Facebook Marketplace where people are selling them cheap, you can make really good money on sports cards, trading cards, collectible cards, game cards, any type of stuff like that. Now, the thing that most people sell on eBay, Poshmark, is clothing. It's fashion. It's not something we sell a lot of. We have sold a ton of it in the past, thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces. I'm simply just not a fan of selling clothing. But a lot of people love it. And a lot of people love the hunt. They love selling vintage, stuff like this. They love selling clothes. Just not my favorite. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 bins, 5, 6, 7 bins of clothing and a little bit of miscellaneous, as opposed to bins of remotes. I have 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. I have probably close to 40 bins of remotes. I probably have, I don't know, 5 or 6 bins, small bins of postcards and sports cards, which are thousands of pieces. I'm just not a clothing fan. That's up to you because it is readily available. You can get it everywhere. So that is something that you guys can absolutely buy at thrift stores, at yard sales for $2 a piece, $3 a piece, and list them for $20 and $25. And so there's solid $10, $12 profits in a lot of those items. And that's why a lot of people do it. There are also people that like to sell what's called wholesale, and it's like lots, like an entire bin or box of clothing at a time. For example, I have this up on my Shopify store. I'll link that below as well if you want that 100-piece lot of clothing. I'm selling it very, very cheap. You can go check that out. People love to sell wholesale in lots. They love to bundle things together and sell like a lot of 10 remotes, a lot of 10 t-shirts. That's another way that you can sell on eBay. Totally works. I've done a ton of it. I do a lot of it through my Shopify store. I also put a lot of lots up on my eBay. If you go look at my eBay store, you'll see a bunch of them, probably dozens and dozens of lots that I bundle stuff together and sell it. Moves inventory quicker. I got to take a little cheaper price, but if it moves faster and another seller buys it, then so be it. So there's lots of different ways that you can buy and sell on eBay. In fact, since I'm saying that, I actually have 2 lots that are going up on eBay. If you're interested in either of them, it's a lot of dish remotes and a lot of Roku remotes, all untested. I just put them up there and I let other resellers handle them. I give them a cheap deal and they can make some money on it. There's so many different ways, so many different products. There's people that sell license plates. There's people that sell car parts. There's people that sell clothing. Go on eBay and search for items, search by categories, and you will find all these crazy items that people sell. Remotes just happens to be my niche. It happens to be what we do and what we have sources for. That's also a tip that a lot of people don't give eBay sellers. You gotta sell what you can source. You might want to sell shoes all day long, but if you can't get shoes in your area, it may not be the easiest thing for you to sell. Now you can get anything anywhere shipped in, but you got to find those sources. And until you find those sources, you have to sell what is available to you. So that's one problem a lot of people have. But if you're having that problem, then you need to learn how to source outside of your area. You have to learn how to source wholesale, how to source bulk lots, how to source pallets like I get in remotes. These aren't local to me. I don't pick these up. There's no one local. Well, there is some local people that sell to me, but they're too expensive. I don't buy local at all. It all ships in. Everything comes to me. So it doesn't matter where I live. I can get this inventory to me if I lived in the middle of the country, in the middle of the desert, in the middle of Florida, in the middle of Connecticut. Doesn't matter. I can get it. So just some tips for you guys. Go to estate sales. Go to thrift stores. Go to garage sales. Go to yard sales. Go to moving sales. Go on Facebook Marketplace. Go on social media. Hunt these places and look for all these different items and find your niche. Find what works best for you. Find what you can get and find what you can get at a good enough price to profit, and eBay will take care of itself. Sales will take care of itself if you have good items. That's all there is to it. The number one secret of eBay is list good items. Pricing, titles, all that stuff comes secondary. Of course, pricing is super important, but finding good items is the number one rule of thumb. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit today, a little bit more. I appreciate you watching as always. Welcome to my garage where it's like 200 degrees. I'm gonna go back inside. As always, please like the video. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. Means a lot to me. Subscribe, come back, watch future videos. And if you need help with your eBay store, if you want me to go through it and audit everything, review it, pricing, titles, description, promo, sales, everything through your eBay store, I have 1 week, 2 week, and 4 week plans. Email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com, or any other questions or comments you have, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. I check all my own emails 7 days a week and respond to them. Love to hear from you. Love to audit your store and help you out. And until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy Wednesday and 9/11, where we remember a not so happy day. So hopefully everybody out there that was a part of that or remembers that takes a moment and remembers that day. Now 23 years ago. Wow, that's crazy. So all right, I'll let you guys go. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next time.